Yo, what up? I'm Free Famo. This is the Set and Flow. Today, co-hosting with me, I got
It's your boy, CJ7. You already know, only one. We locked in here, it's episode 2. And you know, this season 2, so you know we gotta make the 2 fall off. Let's go.
yeah, and over here, as always, I got
Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's Kane o'clock. Marco Kane, baby. It's too easy.
and as my boy said already, season 2. We're gonna keep everything going. We lit. We back again. Y'all checked out episode 1. If y'all did, go ahead, click back, check that out, and then come back. We're gonna dive deeper into a little bit of business and finance. Last time we talked about more so technology nowadays, but we're gonna get into these jobs and career choices for now. So what I wanted to ask y'all is, how important is your job or your career choice?
It's really based on what you perceive, like what you think of. Like, you can usually use certain jobs as not as career as a stepping stone for your money to like take care of what you need and use a side hustle and everything like that to like catch up on your bills and everything. But always focus on like really what you want to think about on your career. Some people get stuck in jobs or activities or programs and everything like that and get stuck there and don't even know how to get out. So like they'll say like, oh, that's my career, like that's what I'm doing now, or this is what I really wanted to do, but I just never really got into it. I just stuck with this. So like I tell people all the time, like only use certain stuff as stepping stones and really get into what you really be focused on. It take time, but you gotta break the mindset.
All right, and just to piggyback off of what CJ just said, you got your differences in between jobs and careers. You got to know which one to put in what perspective as far as whatever you're trying to do. I look at it a little bit differently than he does. I think you should have a job that's going to get you to your career, and you need to understand what you want your career to be. Most people have jobs. Not everybody have a career. A career is something that's going to get you not only to the type of money that you want to make, but it's going to put you in a peaceful place to where you got everything together as far as I'm happy in my job and I'm happy with my career and I'm happy with what I do.
Do you feel like because some people careers don't even help them pay their bills, and some people careers don't even like get them to certain levels in life, but the fact that they love what they do is a passion. And that's what I say about like really step on a job for a little now to get yourself to your career. Because I mean, some people that literally do jobs that's behind their career, shout out to them, because those strong people, because they wouldn't do nothing else but what their career is based off by job. So that's a passionate person. But some people will like if you look at a lot of people that's really doing their career and you'd be like, how old did you think about doing that? And they'd be like, since I was like 11. You see what I'm saying? Like you hear people say that, and then you be like, how old are you now? Shoot, I'm like 40, like 42, like 35. Like I don't think I didn't did anything but this. Like you see what I'm saying? So you look at them, and then you look at a lady that work at Waffle House, and you ask her, how long you been here, Miss Mattis? 32 years. Is this your career? No, I just a job, baby. It just get me here and there, you know. Like you see what I'm saying? So you just look at them like, damn, like what was your career? Like, or I always wanted to be a teacher. Like, damn, Miss Mattis, like why you ain't been a teacher? Like you've been a good teacher, Miss Mattis. But she stuck in that like, I just been working this job, baby, just trying to get past life. Like that's why I say like you got to look at it as like literally getting yourself like setting a not like a, I'm not gonna say the word at all. Setting a goal to get to your career type of job, like if that makes sense.
I'm pretty much play the middle ground because that's what my belief really is. Like CJ said, it's different. It depends what you're trying to do at the time in the situation. Right, it's circumstantial. But I also believe it should be something that sets you up for your future, which could be your career most likely. So I believe that the two tie together. And to put it in my own words, I say that you should always make your decisions for your job or your career, no matter if it's short term or long term. Like anything else in life, always go into it with a purpose. So like he said, set a goal, set some type of thing you want to accomplish with that position or that avenue, and then like know at that point is you gonna get to a middle ground and decide, are you gonna go long term with it, or you could just get to that stopping point and get out of there and go to the next thing. But going further into to this topic, I wanted to know to y'all what qualifies as a good job choice or career choice. Like what would have to be the qualifications? Like, cause not. I thought I had a conversation about this earlier today. A lot of times when you talk to older generations, they'll say something is good because of the job pay, or just because of
The benefit's good.
the benefits good.
Well, me being a resident old head, I gotta say,
But then they also go not only just based off of that, but it's sometimes it's just what they know. Like, oh yeah, you gonna be working for the government, or you gonna be driving trucks. They always need trucks. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. So, but I don't feel like that meets, like, that sets up like qualifications for somebody and people and everybody in general to classify that as a good choice. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. All right, because at the end of the day, I would say, from my perspective, you want something that's gonna come easy to you. If you're good with your hands,
You got
and me being a resident old head,
You gotta watch this one, DJ. You gotta tell them.
I learned how to work on the car with my dad, and that gave me a little bit of a passion for it because I felt like it came easy to me at that particular time. I wanted my career to be a comedian, but I wasn't that fucking funny.
No, you funny,
So-
bro. You doing that. We're doing that. I'm doing
Nah,
that.
we
with
doing the
you.
open mic
I'm
night,
doing
but
it.
understand what I'm getting at
Yeah,
though.
you getting in there.
For my circumstances, like what Famo was saying, my circumstances at that particular time, that wasn't anything that was available to me. I didn't have proximity to people that could help keep me on that path, so I had to make a decision. I want to be a comedian, but I need bread right now, so I got to get a job. And once I got into that job, I never tried to advance on that career path that I chose for myself. I do find it easy to make people laugh, but I also find it easy to change spark plugs and change radiator hoses. I'm not doing that now, but that's something that came easy to me, so I could always have that as a job, as a fallback. It could be a career, but I wouldn't even necessarily call that a career based off of just stats. You talking about the resident old heads, and first thing we say is got good benefits. That's because once we get to a certain age, that's what we're looking at. If you don't get to your career path, my opinion, between the ages of say 25 and 35, you're gonna be on that path to where you're just stuck at a job, or where you always have a job. It's not gonna be a career. It's something you can do, something you might be able to excel at, but it's not what you want to do at the end of the day. So me being that I'm gonna be 48 this year and finally gonna get myself together to do an open mic night at the Funny Bone is something that I got on my list. I gotta knock that off my list. Could I find a career in that at this age? I wouldn't last long. I'm too old. That's like me trying to be a rapper now. I'm too old for that.
That's not true.
That's not true.
It was
to
a
an extent.
96-year-old stripper, bro, that was out there stripping, bro.
And I guarantee you, she's not getting 25 grand a month.
I bet you she is.
Yeah, I bet to the devil she ain't.
She is. Like,
That would be considered a kink or a fetish. That's not the
I
long
wouldn't
term
go-
for her. She's just doing it because I've always wanted to do it. Like I want to do stand up. I want to do 3 minutes worth of stand up.
3? Yeah, we doing 20.
But I can't have that as a career now because I've aged out of that group. The younger comedians are the ones that are making it now. You still have the older comedians that'll still do shows. They're not gonna sell out. You got somebody like an Earthquake versus a Dave Chappelle. It's not gonna work out the same. Dave Chappelle he struck at that early age, so it was easier for him to make that his career, and that went even better because that was his passion. That's like me trying to act in a movie now. I could get in a Tubi movie. I'm not gonna be in no Marvel movie. I've aged out of that group.
You won't be because you said it.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with Marco on the with the working with the jobs. Like I've been working on cars since 7 with my uncles and stuff. So like when I look at jobs, like I always been doing jobs with cars. So I branched off of like a little bit to go like sell stuff like phones and stuff like that. And then like I tried the food service, but like that didn't go well. So I just like the job I do now. Like if I would have did a job, it got to be with cars. Like I can't see myself doing nothing else unless I'm dealing with like messing with a car. Like that's just me. Like that's just how I feel about the jobs, and that's just the thing. Like, but I don't think being a mechanic is not my like. It's not my career. Like I always wanted to be like a come to the garage, I'm a fix it type of mechanic, backdoor garage mechanic type of dude, or have my own shop. Come to the shop, I fix it real quick, but shop closed at 6, but I go out to the club after this. Like, you ain't man your junk there, just leave it in the parking lot there. We'll fix that shit in the border when I get there. I open it up at 9 to 6, nigga. Like that's what time the shop open, nigga. But other than that, like nah, but it just they ain't gonna always like do something that you want to do. Like find something that's what I'm saying. Like with these jobs, like especially with these, how these jobs do beyond the benefits, bro. You gotta find something that you admire doing with the job, even if it's motherfucking at 7:30. You know you gotta mop that motherfucking flow. Like man, at 7:30, you put your goddamn headphones in, you put your goddamn theme song, and you mop the fuck out that flow. Like even like type shit, like you feel me? Like that's what I be trying to tell people. Like you really got, like you gotta, you gotta have your theme song, like you like, and that's the thing I be trying to tell, because people be forcing themselves into the job because of these paid, and then they realize that they doing all sorts of stuff, and then they be trying to get to like this manager spot and everything, and there's nothing bad to pushing yourself to the T. Like I be doing myself like that too, because what's the point of being here if you can't even get to the top? Like that's just how I feel about certain shit, and when you realize that, you just gotta really take your toll with it. Like you really gotta pick your poison with it. You really do.
For sure. I say, like you said, you gotta if you just trying to get a job for temporary being or for the next couple years or whatever, like at least you know what I'm saying, to make it better for you. Have something that you got some type of interest in. Like, try to learn something that's gonna build for your future in some type of way. And if it's a career, you gotta make sure that you really, that's something like you really wanna do it. Like career, that's long term. Like you gotta think, like Tom Brady played like how many years in the NFL? Like a lot. LeBron, he's 40 something years old, still balling, like, and started playing when he was like 18, 19 in the league.
18.
So like, you know what I mean? That's career type length. Like, how many years you did in the military?
I did 10. So I didn't finish my 20 because of whatever circumstances that was going on with me at the time. But
You did the mechanic though, right?
I actually was combat arms when I first went in, and I moved into transportation, but I always turned a wrench. We had a spot on post called Autocraft, so anytime I needed to work on my car, I would go down there and work on my car. They let you bring out tools and lift and stuff like that. There was always some older cats in there, and they would be not grateful, but they would be eager to help you if you had a question. That's how I learned a lot more stuff. You know, like I say, my career path at the job I took, they don't go together. That's not peanut butter and jelly type stuff. It was absolutely not. But that goes back to what you were saying. It's circumstantial. Use that as a gate. I'm gonna have this job for 3 years while I go to school for maybe 2 years to get a certificate, nursing or welding or something like that. Because you want to work in the engineering field, welding is a part of that. Or you want to work in the medical field, nursing is a part of that. You can use that as the second stepping stone. All right, well now I'm a CNA. Well, let me use this as a stepping stone. I'm going to continue my knowledge as I try to put myself through medical school. That's normally where the disconnect is, because people don't know where to go to do what they want to do for a certain type of career. They don't know how to put things together to where it's going to seamlessly shift to the next level.
For sure. I'm glad you said that. What I was going to say was a couple things. I think that is important when it comes down to the choice is, like I said, you have some type of interest, or you can learn something that goes towards the future. If it's time beneficial to everything else you got going on, like sometimes you do have to adjust your schedule. That's a necessity, but what I'm saying is if it works for your situation, not if it works for your time. Also, if it works for your budget, which we're going to talk on later on in the episode. Yeah. Because that's important. Like, a lot of people out here trying to live a lifestyle they really can't afford to show the image or whatever. Like, so that brings us to our next topic, which is these new age hustles they got out here. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about the new age hustles or job opportunities, career, whatever you might call it? It's a lot of people, and when I say new age, I mean stuff that has been going on over the last couple years, or things that's currently developing right now, or things that just is gonna grow from then to the future. So, what y'all think about it? We got content creation as a course, as we talk about. They got people online doing courses showing you how to do all type of stuff. They got drop shipping now. They got stock markets. It's a lot of things going on. So, first I want to specifically touch on, how do y'all feel about these online courses? Is that good? Is that a pro or a con?
I'm glad you asked that. When it comes to the courses, you got to be really careful about the type of courses that you're looking at. You got people that are trying to give you a course on something, and it's not going to be so much course based. All right, and what I mean by that is you got people that offer courses on how to pick up women. You got people that offer courses on how to expand your subscriber count and follower count when it comes to content creation. Between just those two alone, all right. A course to pick up women, that's going to be subjective as far as the physicality and the intelligence of the person that's going to buy that course. You got people back in the day, they would have these pickup artist courses. They're charging $1,200 for you to go take this course. They're going to dress you up differently than what you're used to. You might not be tall enough, you might not be handsome enough to be as effective as some of these other guys because they look a certain type of way, they got a certain type of build. So females may find them attractive. That would be a waste of $1,200, in my opinion, if you didn't have a certain type of look to take that course. Whereas you got somebody offering a course on how to expand a YouTube channel or expand your podcast count when it comes to something like that, they can actually give you some course-based information based on the analytics of it. Whereas a pickup artist or trying to take a highlight this female course, you have analytics with it, but not to the point that you can manipulate it and work it out in your favor. Some of these courses are scams. Some of them aren't. It really just depends on the person that's giving you the course. People need to do background checks and check the paperwork. You gotta check, hey, has this dude been arrested for any type of fraud or scamming? If so, you might not want to take that course. Or if you got somebody that shows the results, like they've got 1 million followers on YouTube, yeah, I think you can listen to them as far as what they say. If they charge $1,000 for a course, I think that would be beneficial to a certain extent. But a lot of these people that offer some of these courses, they really want, well, I can't say it like that. I have to rephrase it. Some of these individuals that offer these courses are scamming to a certain extent. And it's just because people don't want to put in the time and do their own research, and they want something a little bit quicker. You can learn how to get your own content creation game up if you do the research on it, as opposed to maybe taking a class, but that's subjective. That depends on who it's coming from.
For sure. And that's all I'm gonna really say on that. Don't get scammed, bro. Like, it's a lot of people nowadays out here that really do their homework. It's a lot of good information that's open to the public in the world, that's on the internet, also in the books. Like, you know what I'm saying? Read your books. But, you know what I'm saying? Just read through the lines. Like see through the bull. Because, like, people show you who they really is. Like, just pay attention, though. Like, you can't just be out here green. Like, pay attention to what's going on, or you gonna get scammed and you gonna look dumb.
I don't know anything to say about the courses and everything, like, cause I don't know. I know some friends that got some good courses going on. I can actually pull up their name. Shout out to EJ. He do the I'll just say a couple. I give y'all some quick money motives you could do. You can hop on Forex, Coinbase. That's some good money investments. Yeah, I understand I gotta put investments on it, so you gotta spend money on it. You gotta spend money to make money. I gamble, so I'll throw in FanDuel. That's if y'all wanna, like, but it's
Man, that's a risk.
That's a risk.
I mean, but at the same
money
time,
sources,
though,
like, it's how you.
That's still like the stock market, though. It's still a risk.
That's how. That's why I'm putting them in there.
But
If y'all wanna, like, if you got like jobs, anything that you can sit around and play video games, it's called Misplay on it. If you got, like, just go buy like a random Android, set it up, get some minutes or whatever, get data on it, and you can play Misplay. You can actually cash out, play it. It take 2 days straight for about 2 to 3 hours. You could push about $15. So think about that. So if you give that about 4 days straight every day playing a video game at your job, about 4 hours, 2 hours just to milk the clock while you making money. You can also go milk on the Mr. Play and make about good $40 to $60 a motherfucking week. So add on to your check, and then you got your FanDuel, Forex, and then you got, it's called WeWar, right? That's what I showed you, right? It's called. I don't want to say if I'm saying it wrong, bro.
WeWar, yeah.
Yeah, it's you can step, like, it literally. If your phone is literally, my phone is not 100% set up, but if you set your phone up right to your, like, fitness or Android or anything like that, you use Android, set it up right, you could literally get paid and rewarded by walking around, like, hey, just going around walking. I'm so serious. I deleted the app off my phone because of, like, my shit not set up, but trust me, I'm gonna get it back when I set my Android up. You can literally cash out, get about $20 to $30 to $40 walking. Like, and I put somebody else on, and, like, it's guaranteed it's working. So that's another app that you can use. Like, y'all gotta pay attention. Like do your research. Always do your research on these apps. When you look at these YouTube channels or how to make money or whatever like that, they got a lot of these scammers going on with the download this, download that. I truly don't believe these these AI apps, bro. I'm looking at you because that you know how we compare with those.
Yeah, I know. We had that conversation. That's gonna be a conversation for another
day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But these AI apps are they not the wave to like how these YouTube people are putting it. To like you can use these AI apps to come up with paragraphs or use the AI app to send this paragraph off for these little $200 a week or for these junks. Like the auto book, they got little auto books. Like people should check on those. They got auto book apps out there that you could actually read paragraphs and summaries of books that's coming out for people that actually pay you out. Those are real. Mom Dukes, I actually put my Mom Dukes on it and she actually love it. So y'all should check them out. I don't know the name is particularly at the top of my head, but I do know that do work. And yeah, like I say, do your research. Like everybody say, always do your research. You gotta do your research. You gotta do your paperwork. So always pay attention to that. I don't really know about these writing paragraphs, essays and shit like that for people. I tried it with the AI boy and it didn't do me no good. Like they literally denied my paperwork and said that it was copyrighted. You see what I'm saying? So I couldn't even get paid, so that shit pissed me the fuck off. So no. Like I'm not like
they just pulled up something that already exists. They probably cut and pasted something different.
You see what I'm saying? Like the AI is not
this one in there, a little bit of that one.
Yeah.
They just blended it together to make what you asked for.
Type of shit. So like I don't really think the AI is good for getting your money source. So that literally go back to the principle behind if you need something done, you gotta do it yourself. And that's literally putting the time and pressure. It's literally setting yourself up to literally give it an hour a day. Then if it's working in your favor for an hour a day, then bump up to 2 hours a day. If it's working in your favor for 2 to 3 hours a day, then you bump it up to, you know what I'm saying, to 4 to 6 hours a day. But like not literally piecing them out. So 2 hours here, go do what you need to do, go back to it 2 hours there. This is a side hustle, so you gotta dip in, you gotta dip out, dip in, dip out. You gotta always, people get money from these side hustles, spurred it off, and don't understand how much money they get in, and then they go to, I'm not really making that much money in it because you didn't blow. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't playing, when you go play poker at first, if you ain't rich and you go play poker at first, you're going in there with a little bit of money you got. And then if you come out there rich, you're going to go in there with half of the money that you use from what you come out with. You're not going to go in there and do no dumb shit and use all the money that you won. So you got to play your cards right when you play poker with it. So you got to use that. It's I mentally how I be looking at it, life is not a gamble, so you're not really supposed to be gambling life. But when you play, you dipping it out, you taking the risk. So I look at it always as that word gambling is like taking a risk. That's how I be trying to bank, cause it's like, y'all know I be rolling dice. So
for real, in a sense, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I would disagree. I say that life is a gamble. Life is a risk, cause
it's picking. You gotta pick your poison. But you gotta pick a choice.
Like,
you gotta. If I'm gonna do good today, I'm gonna do bad today. I'm gonna do good today, I'm bad. I'm gonna keep doing good. I'm gonna keep doing good. I'm gonna keep doing. So you gambling that good. You gambling that good. You gambling, and it's like they ain't going. Then you do. You still a cannonball. Damn, I done did the damn bad. I don't want. You know what I'm saying?
Switch up.
You feel me? You don't hit the 1, 2, 3. Goddamn, you done lost it all. Like, you feel me? Like
you decided to go left and you should have went right.
You should have went right. So just like it's just a gamble. Like that's taking a risk.
Hey, some days you can always take the left and you always go right. But you know what I'm saying?
So it's just like that. If you ever get lost in the streetway, always go left. You'll find the interstate. There you go.
Hey, real quick before you get on to the next piece, the reason why I was glad you had said that about the courses, I was on YouTube earlier. I seen a guy that was offering a course. I clicked the link thinking it was going to go to a video. It went to his website, and he was selling a course. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was selling a course for $500 on how you can expand and get more subscribers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Why would I pay you $500 when I can watch videos for free on YouTube still and do my own research?
It's too high.
Yeah.
I really feel like I fuck with the courses that give you the process of. They give you the beginning package, average package. Those are the legit ones. I feel if you just got one dude that just coming in $500 right now, I give you $500 right there. Like the dude back in the day. What's the old job? Like I get them all the way, but my wife won't let me. Come down here right now.
Joey Souza.
Yeah, like he used to. Like I always feel like he was a fucking scam. Like I never feel like he was buying a car from him was a good idea. Like I was like, you buy that car, that shit'll break down before you leave the parking lot. Cause he be like, you buy a car right now, $20 down right now. I give it all away, but my wife won't let me. Like I just feel like he was just reeling you in way too much. But that's what I'm saying. Like if they reel you in on just one item, I feel like it's not legit. You gotta have multiple things to push.
And I get that, but let me add to that. I look at the results because Buddy's YouTube page, he had 50,000 followers. I can't believe your results for you to charge $500 for a course on how to get more subscribers when you've only got 50,000. I can't go by that. Your results don't match up.
Gotcha.
So that was my whole thing with it. Yet there's another guy that I follow on YouTube, and he tells people to email him on his videos, and he charges nothing. He doesn't charge anything. He'll just hook you up because he came from nothing and he's trying to help out. We know that phrase, the game is to be sold and not told, but what I tell you, I'll tell y'all everything that I know because I like you and I rock with you. Now, it's one thing to be business oriented. I'm not faulting the one guy for that because he's doing that course. I fault the fact that he has a market for it because nobody wants to do the research. Instead of doing that, you could watch plenty of free videos on YouTube for free that'll help you get your subscriber count up. The basic thing you need to do is just have good content. That's the basic thing that you need. You need to have people start locking in and getting pushed up in the algorithm. And you don't need to pay $500 for that when we all know what that is. That's just my take on that. Just want to add to you.
So basically, what you saying is that people are just lazy, and that's the reason why you don't like the courses.
I'm not saying that they're lazy. I'm saying that some people might not have enough time in the day. You've already spoken about it. Your time and your circumstances have to match up.
Right.
You would have to sacrifice some time to do your research. There's people out there that offer courses that are beneficial. It's just you got to pick from which ones.
Yeah, correct. And that's what I was saying originally when I initially spoke. There's certain ones out there I could see why. Like I'm saying, I see both sides. I'm sitting in the middle today. But
Co-host? Yeah, I ain't know how it is. Your boy CJ Summer, man. Yeah, what's up, bro? Your boy, you already know how we rocking, man. Let's go. Come on.
So, I can see why some people will want to go and purchase a course and look at this one person versus watching an abundance or a couple YouTube videos that are free, because some people thoroughly explain things better than others. And like a lot of YouTube content is like, I feel like sometimes it's meant for you to come watch the next video, like, and like that is a great thing. Everybody, you should strive for that, to retain your viewers, your subscribers. However, I'm saying like as in like you cut the information off here, so somebody got to go to the next video and pick up on that information, like just so you can double up your shit. Like,
I don't like that, but I understand that.
I can understand that too. But I'm saying with the course, I could see why somebody just wants to go to that one person. I don't knock either one. I don't knock the course, or I don't knock the multiple videos or whatever. But I'm saying some people would prefer just to have it all here and there, and they might like how this person explained things in their other videos, so they want to go with this one and learn what they can from here. But also, what y'all was saying with the scamming and the packages, it's like I feel like even with the you said he had 50,000
He had 50,000
subscribers.
subs. Yes.
I could understand that. I wouldn't knock him doing the video or course and charging, but it's like charge was like what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense.
Yes.
Like if you had a 50K subscriber level, charge a 50K subscriber price and not a million subscriber price.
I think $500 is $1 million subscriber. If you could pay $500, if you pay $500 to a nigga to a guy that literally sits here and tell you, boy, you give me $500 right now, I guarantee I get you 2 million on your YouTube. You pay that $500, that motherfucker done give you 2 million. You can't get your $500 back. What you gonna say there? So if you pay $500 to 50 subscriber nigga, and the nigga don't get you 50 subscribers, Joe, what's the point then? Like, do y'all think like $500 is a good price? Like, I really don't think that's a good price. Like,
for his subscriber count, no, I don't think it's a good price, and that's because I know there's another YouTuber and he has that same type of course. And
how much is?
It's $100 more. Wait, listen. His is $600, but he has 750,000 subs. I could understand that was better. I'm not gonna pay for it, but I could understand with 750,000 subs.
So you pay $600 and you don't even get goddamn go 200 subscribers. What if? You got to deal with that, but that's the back to
it all breaks back to what Fredo first said. Listen,
I'm not paying for it, so
I ain't paying for that shenanigans, man.
No, I'm not paying for it.
Ain't no cap. Now I don't even know why y'all was crying back when Derek Grace was charging $100 and $250 for his courses. Cause now people out here running it up, charging $600 to a band. Like, that don't make no sense.
Hey.
I don't care if y'all say the man was scam or not. I don't got no comment for that. But I'm just saying, like, y'all was crying when he was doing the junk, like crying about his prices. Now everybody else doing it, and they probably scamming you harder than y'all thought he was.
Hey, but real quick, since you brought that up, I got a course from Derek. I got one of his courses. I paid $20.
Yeah.
And it goes back to something you said a little bit ago. The way he was explaining stuff in the course, to me, it didn't make sense. I understood what his end result was. He didn't explain how he got there in a very effective way. But there was another guy I had paid for one of his courses on his Patreon. I paid $5 a month, and I got my stock option game tight to the point I was making good bread off of that. So it really just depends on the type of person that you're dealing with. I don't have a problem with Derek Grace's stuff. It just didn't work for me. I don't think that particular one I got from him was a scam. So, but the other guy that I got the stock option stuff from, I actually was utilizing that, and I was making money off of that. I wasn't making a grip at one time because of the amount of money I had to use for placing my stock options, but it all added up after a certain time. So you do have people out there that will teach you exactly the way you need to be taught. Some people, like you said, they can't explain things in a certain way to where you get it. I ain't got no problem with that. You can offer your courses. A lot of this stuff I can research on my own, but that's the one thing about some of these other people. They might not have the time to look. They might not have the time to research, so they're not going to because it is going to conflict with how they got their daily processes going, and it's going to get in their way. So I understand why there's a right now market for some of these courses.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, we could probably talk more about courses later on, or let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about these courses? Have y'all taken any courses? Y'all got scammed? Y'all got any benefits from the courses? You know what I'm saying? Let us know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Also, post some good courses that is down there for any type of business or venture. Next, we want to get into a good point my boy CJ brought up. He said something about savings. But before I talk about the savings, I just also want to say, besides the new age stuff, it's still like OG, like regular old hustles and careers, businesses like that you can do that you can be a part of, that you can create, that you can run yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a guy from out my neighborhood. Like I known him since middle school. He started a cleaning business like a couple years ago, and I know it was successful too. Like he had clients, so like he had
Cleaning cars too.
huh?
Cleaning cars.
Yeah, I know people who got successful car wash, or car detailing businesses, lawn care, all type of things. Like even I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like a couple months ago, I was cleaning people gutters out for extra bread. Like that people will pay you like $250 for a 1-story roof that ain't gonna take you nothing but 15 minutes. Why not rack up? You know
That's what
I'm
you're
saying?
supposed to do.
Like
I
especially
clean my gutters. I don't want to do it again.
that's what I'm saying.
Clean my gutters. I hate it.
Especially for y'all young guys that's like in college or in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go get it. Like it's stuff. Like really, we need more people just using your brain, doing stuff that's outside the box instead of what you always see on TV, what you see on social media, what you hear about in music. You know what I'm saying? Even the stuff that you just hear basically all the time from your parents, your peers and stuff like that. Use your brain like cook up, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into these savings. How important is saving? You know what I'm saying? Which one of y'all wanna start off? How important do y'all feel the savings is?
Saving money.
Yeah, saving money, bro.
Nigga, that's important. Like, y'all gotta save your bread for a rainy day, bro. Like, type of shit. Like, I be fucking up my money sometimes. I do, bro.
Okay. I ain't laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, my boy.
And
I think we
like,
all have at one point.
I be fucking up my bread, but like, don't saying like, I get focused on getting my savings right, and it's really like literally. I remember I didn't want to start off like this, bro, but I'm gonna have to start it off like how I did it. I remember saving $5. Like every time I got a $5 bill, I saved the fuck out that shit. I remember I got to like $500 in like 2 months with just $5 bills. Then like I was like, oh hell yeah, and I started saving like 20s. Like I started getting addicted to like saving certain dollars, like certain bills. And like if you got to start it off by doing that, then do that. If you got a problem if you're not good with cash and you need to do the saving junk, start going to the 7-Eleven to get you a green dot card and put $25 on a green dot card, and then lose the damn card. And then but keep sending the money to the card. And then once you see a certain money that you like, order a new card. But keep sending the money to the card. And when the card get here, put a certain amount of number in your head to only spend that amount of money, but keep that money that you wanted to keep in there. And if you feel like you can't do that, open up another bank account or get another account and start sending the money to that card. And then you got 3 cards that literally you'll have your money card that you come in with your bills coming in. You'll have your green dot card with savings in it, and then you'll have your other card with savings in it. When you get the other card, cut that one up. Don't even use it. Like, this is really saving plans, bro.
So Marco, how important do you feel savings is?
We got
Like
money.
from, like I ain't trying to come at you like or put you on the spot with it, but like from an older perspective, cause we got like that's why I like this collective, because it's different age groups, different personalities. Even off in the cut, we got different gender. So from your experience, how important has savings been to you in your life?
Savings is very important. Today, I had to go ahead and pay some more bread to get my AC fixed because I hadn't had heat in the house for a whole doggone week. It's always good to have rainy day money. Now, you got different ways you could do it. You got people that can save money cash. They get an envelope or something. You know, black folks, we keep cash in the house, stashed somewhere. Cash used to put it in the mattress because we ain't trust banks back in the day.
I still don't trust no damn bank.
Because after slavery, you actually had
No cap.
because after slavery, you had black folks that was putting their money in banks, and then all of a sudden they were getting ganked out of their bread. Hey, you can't get this back because the bank's closed, but you done had like 2 whole towns put all this money in there, and now they got your money and they're gone. So you have options. I like using Acorns. I got the Acorns app. I hook my debit cards to it so it rounds up my money, and then I also put in 20 every week. So yeah, it hurt me to have to pay the bread to get it fixed, but at the same time, it was available. You always need to have money saved up. Me being the old head, I gotta tell you, you're gonna need money saved up for when it's time for you to retire. With the way prices are going right now, saving is very important. We didn't have 401ks back in the day. Certain jobs with the good benefits had pensions. So you knew you had your pension check, you knew you had your social security check coming in. The corporations now, they've done away with a lot of that, so it's on you to figure out a way to save. The easiest thing you could do, like CJ said, you put your money on the card, you have X amount of dollars going from your check, cut up the card, and don't get it until you absolutely need it. I like the Acorns app because I don't touch it. I put the money in there, it rounds up the rest of my money, I don't touch it until I need it. Crypto, other investments I have, if I need to cash out some stocks, I do have some stocks I can cash out. I'm not trying to, I'm trying to stack up. Because at the end of the day, I don't think with the money that we make now, I would be able to survive here. That's why I got the house out the country. That's why I got all that set. The cost of living is different. The currency exchange is different. So my money will go farther there. So that might be another option that you guys have. But you need to save money as much as you can. They had a book from back in the day. You could probably find it at a Barnes and Nobles. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. Talking about save 15% from every check, no matter what. The hard part about saving is sticking to it and not blowing it on something that you want versus something that you absolutely need. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
It's even hard for me right now. I want to upgrade some things in the house, but I don't need to. I need to have money put away for other things, but I also got that just in case rainy day money. In case I get a hole in the roof and I got a leak, well, I need to be able to make sure I get the leak patched up at least long enough until I get the money to get it fixed properly. So saving is very important. Whether you might want to treat yourself and take a vacation one day or do something for a family member or a close friend, something like that. You always need to have your bread straight.
For sure. And my next question was, what are some saving methods and tips? But we already started getting into that, so I'll share some. A simple, I would say, exercise or trial to put yourself through that my uncle talks about sometimes to a lot of his audiences. Basically, when you walk out the house, only leave with $20 in your pocket, like a $20 bill in cash. If you can't make it through the day with just that $20, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta reevaluate what you're actually doing. $20 a day, you know what I'm saying, you spending almost, what, $140?
Yeah, you're spending $140.
Or $140 a week, you know what I'm saying? That's just simple, you know what I'm saying, out of pocket. Imagine what you actually doing on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? So see how long you can go with just that $20 in your pocket. I like what you said about the saving only fives. I've done that at a point in time in my life. Another thing I do, y'all might say it's corny, people gonna be looking at this crazy when we telling these tips, but it's okay, you know what I'm saying? You can be crazy and rich.
But rich people crazy.
For sure.
I really feel
That's
like rich
real.
people are fucking crazy.
You think it's not millionaires who do that $20 thing I just talked about?
Bro, I know, bro, remember I told you about that billionaire nigga that said he would just survive without $60, but what he was doing with the $60 to help him get more money till he got the billions again. You know that video? I be watching that shit, man. You just gotta pay attention to certain shit.
Yeah, but another thing is I like to do is I collect like change throughout the year. Like any change I get back from like a cash transaction, I'm keeping that little change. Like I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I drop pennies and stuff, and I just let it be. But that's just because I be lazy and sometimes I keep it a bend. I ain't about to bend down to pick it up. But I'm leaving money on the table. You feel me? But I collect my change. I collect in like I got different little containers. I got a bottle. I keep my change in. I got a Crown Royal bag.
We all got the Crown Royal bag.
You know what I'm saying? I got the Crown Royal bag. I might have like a little. Matter of fact, I got a pharmacy, a little pharmacy script bag. I got a pill bottle. But you know what I'm saying? I just collect my change throughout my cars, throughout my car, my transactions, around the room and around the crib. You know what I'm saying? I collect that for a year, and then I go turn it in. I think I really get that from my granddad. He used to pull up on me and like for Christmas or special occasions or whatever, or even just randomly he'll throw me like rolls of coins, and basically like that's what he been saving. So I guess that's just in me, but that's easy simple things like. Another one is the envelope method. I'm sure y'all seen that on social media plenty of times, but that's actually a beneficial and a progressive option to go based off of. And you can set whatever amount that you want to, or put whatever occasion, like set dates. Like you want to do it every month, every week, every day, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just set a point in time for you to put some type of money in there, some type of currency. You can set your own amount, or you can just put a random amount and just add it up. You know what I'm saying? Until you the length of time you're content with. I've personally done whereas like I'll take a certain amount of check, a certain amount out of my check and put it in the envelope every time I get paid. You know what I'm saying? You can do that with yourself. You can do that with a partner. You know what I'm saying? You can use that for money for when y'all go out together, or use that for money when you really feel like splurging on yourself, type of thing. But y'all got any more methods that y'all haven't talked about that y'all would want to chime in with?
Yeah, I co-sign you on keeping all the change. I had somebody look at me weird. I had a big pickle jar full of change. Took it to the food line and went to the star machine to cash my coins out. I had people walking past me looking at me like I was broke with their bonnets on. Them dirty ass Michael Kors slippers. But anyway.
I was about to say the Crocs.
Nah, they had the dirty Michael Kors slippers.
They have the yellow Crocs or the tie-dye Crocs be going crazy. Dirty as hell.
Well, yeah, I co-sign what you say. The easiest thing to do now to make it efficient for you too, I'm gonna add to what you said as far as saving your change. Take it to Walmart, and when you at that self-checkout, you can put the change in there. It's not like you wasting the change away. It's getting rid of the change. It's not doing anything wrong. They might get mad at you while you trying to check out because you're there for like 20 minutes, but hey, you paying for whatever that you trying to get or what you need. And you just using what you find around, you using what you got left over. I really co-sign that and the envelope stuffing.
Yeah,
I co-sign that.
Don't they charge you
The
at that
shoebox.
machine?
You said they charge you for what?
Don't they charge you for the machine when you use the star machine?
The coin
The Coinstar, yes, they charge you.
Don't they charge you like 11%?
They charge you 11% of what you put in. The last time I went, and I'm talking about, I had a big pickle jar. I got like $110 out of that. That paid for groceries for me and the wife that day.
Oh.
And that's just, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and cash this in, and then let's go ahead and do this because we had the money there. I think that took us a year and a half of just putting random change in. Just random change.
Exactly.
Just like you say, hey, well, I got this Crown Royal. I got the Crown Royal bag in the car. Well, let me take it out, and I'm going to dump it out, and I'm going to put it back in the car, and then anytime I get change.
I also picked up that from my parents. They actually used to do it to the point. Cause my dad a truck driver. He on the road a lot, and I mean he don't spend a lot of cash, but when he spend it like me, collect it. They used to do it to the point where they had put their chance together every time the year would come around. They'll use that money for our Christmas gifts. Like so,
That's an easy way to save and forget about it. That way you're not gonna mess with it. That's
For
the
sure.
easiest way to save and do
Like,
it. And
you
you're not
not-
gonna really mess with it like that.
you're not missing it at all because it was just change sitting there at one point, and now it's, you know what I'm saying, they paid something off. Like, why not, bruh? Like, you got anything?
Shoebox. I know I'm a
I
shoebox
know you
kid.
shoebox head.
Yeah, I put dollars, tens, 15, 20 all up in that damn shoebox. $20, $100 bills up in that motherfucking shoebox. I be digging in that hole, but you know, me and her go back and forth a couple times and shit like that. She be asking for her money back, so I go put that hole back in there. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget about that shoebox. Go and get y'all best shoe. Take that little hole up. And go and throw that little money in there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 30, 40. Whatever that nigga 15, 20, 5, 40.
Just
Like,
throw it in the box.
The shoebox tell you that you worse than this bitch, huh?
Man, we got that. Open that motherfucker. Let me get my goddamn money back.
Hey, yo, I got a big red pig. That red pig tell me I'm worse than a motherfucker. I got a big red piggy bank.
I should about to say I'm annoying. I just went. But we're gonna ask. So important question, right? Because I feel like a lot of nowadays, a lot of people either fail to save or they don't know how to save. They're not successful. Can't do it for some reason, or there's some people that just simply never was shown how to save. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you could be shown how to save.
You can.
You can.
I think you can.
Think about it. We're sitting right here on this video telling the audience methods how to do it. So like, all they literally got to do is take the method and apply it to themselves in a way that applies to their life. So my question is, at what age should a person be shown how to save? Like when is it acceptable time, or when is a suggested time that y'all feel like that we should introduce savings into conversation?
I'd say probably about 5 years old, to where you can start actually teaching kids the concept of what money is, what it does, and how it works. As a kid, when I wanted to get a new transformer, my dad would always tell me, whatever you want, you pay half of it, I'll pay the other half. So I get my allowance, shoebox. It was Pro Wings, but it was a shoebox. So when I wanted to get that new Optimus Prime and that new Megatron, that's what I did. I had my money saved up in the shoebox. Go to the store with either my mom or my dad, see how much it costs. I write down how much I got and write down how much more I need to get to the half of it. So yeah, you can start as a kid. I know in school they actually gave us paper money that we used throughout the day. If we wanted to be out at recess for more than 10 minutes, we had to pay. We had to count out the little coins and then give it to the teacher. They started us early. I'm not sure if they still doing that now because I'm older than a motherfucker, but that was the way that they started with us. They started with us in kindergarten, first grade. I'm not sure how they doing it now. Now, I couldn't even tell you, but yeah, I think you got to start young.
You said the same, right? 5. Any specific reason behind that?
They kids really start like they ain't gonna paying attention to your money. Start talking about money around like 4 or 5, and they start asking for money. Like if you like, they hear you, they like get some money like around like 4. It's about my daughter started asking for money around 4. Like I go to the cash register, let me get that. Like, girl, you know what this is? Like, what is it? Money. Like, so like around 4 or 5. Like when they start asking for it, start ahead and tell them like type of shit. Like, I used to give Yanni money all the time. Like she used to try to eat it, but I tell her like I'll put that away. So she used to like she had the shop, like the little kitchen set. So like she had her money sitting in the dang on sink. That was her shoebox. The sink. That she used to fuck me up. Like your money gonna get wet. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, washing the money. But you know,
Yeah.
I say it depends on the growth and development and the level that your child is at. They got children at really intelligent levels at a young age nowadays. So I feel like whenever your child is able to comprehend and apply to certain things, that's when it should be introduced. And I don't just mean on a monetary type of level, because savings, it runs into life. Like it's part of life, because and when it might be a point in time where it's like you can't get to, like this might get cut off one day. I'm not saying on some like conspiracy type of thing, but it might be a point in time where like it might flood, or it might be a snowstorm outside. So it might be a point in time we can't get to the store. So you know what I'm saying, you gotta ration and save a certain amount of stuff. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta budget out. It goes back into what we were saying earlier. You gotta budget out your supply and what you have, like monetary or not. And I will also agree with what y'all said about the 4 years old type of thing. We could use that as like a general type of like God. We could set that the bar right there about 4 years old, because that's when they start going to like preschool. So you get to the point, if not already, where you writing your name and doing all type of more complex type of things. So like I said, savings goes a long way. So we can introduce that early as that age. Any final comments and thoughts for this episode tonight?
Yeah. I want to say that no matter what method that you use to try and save money, just find a method that's going to work for you. Like Famo said, whatever's going to work to benefit you, that's going to work easier for you. The hardest part is going to be not using it at the wrong time. You don't want to use it at the wrong time. You want to save it. Like I say, I had some money put away. My motor in my AC went bad, so I had no heat. Well, I had that off to the side. I had to cash out some investments, but all right, bet. Well, now I got everything fixed. It's always good to have some type of backup plan. And to speak a little bit further to what Famo was saying as far as budgeting, look at your finances, look at how much you spend. If you want to save up certain money to splurge, take a trip, or just to have that rainy day fund for whenever you get ready to. Look at your finances, figure it out, get everything put together, and then save as much as you can. That way you'll be prepared for later.
So what about you, CJ Savo?
Shout out to 1KB, man. Shout out to goddamn Mitch Lee. Shout out to Michael Kane, man. Clothesline, go chop it in, michaelkane.com. Dang on it. Yeah, man. Y'all stay focused. Y'all save some bread. Put that shit in the shoebox. Acon. I'm gonna try that too. Send me the link. Put me on. Let's do the referral.
I got you.
That sounds like a plan. Y'all focus on trying to find out, do research on a lot of this stuff, man. Do research on a lot of the, like, what we talking about. Do y'all own research on a lot of apps that y'all already been focused on. Coming soon before the end of this season, we're gonna have a special. We're gonna talk about Forex, bro. I'm gonna be back up here this season. I think I'm gonna come back episode 4. Episode 4. I'll come back episode 4. Y'all already know how we like. You know we in season 2, so you gotta make the 2 fall off. It's CJ Sabo, man. Y'all go follow me on Instagram, man. CJ Sabo only one, man.
Yeah, back again. Free Famo. Shout out Evil Robot. Shout out Black Tech. The robots are coming. Shablack your world is coming. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Marco Kane, of course. CJ already said. Shout out Lil Sean. Go stream his music on all platforms. Go stream Lulu 4-Way on all platforms. Ben Paid Key. CJ Savo. Free Famo. All platforms. That's the Rich League. final thoughts on the topics. Go get it, bro. It's possible. One last story.
It's possible.
One last story I want to share is in reference to the savings part. Man, my first job, I was working for $7.25. That was minimum wage, and I started. It was a clothing store, like a retail. I started out working in the men's department, but really when we started, it was like we was setting up the whole entire store. So it wasn't no racks in there. It was just a big empty building. So we putting racks on the wall, we putting racks on the floor, we putting tags on all the clothes, all the products, setting up the shelves, the front end, the clothing, putting in order, putting in color fashions, and merchandising is what they call it. All type of stuff, bro. Unpacking the trucks. And at that time, it was like we was working like a good 40 to 60 hours a week through like the first couple months. I said like the first 2 months. And then it's like after we opened, they fired like 30 people, bro. It was like we had like 56 people on the roster. Like a football team, bro. It's like they had us in there just like,
yo, they did the
like
preseason
football.
cut?
No cap, they cut like 30 people, bro. And like it's crazy because I even got that job because I literally just walked in to see if they was hiring, and she was like, "Yeah, I could do your interview right now." Like got the job in 15 minutes. That was my first job. But like I said, they cut the 30 people. Then like later on down the lines, like I was over at that job for like a month. I mean a year and probably like 3 or 4 months. But like some way along the lines, towards the end, they end up dropping everybody in the store to like no more than 15 hours a week, bro. And we was getting paid $7.25. So like you gotta think about it. Like I'm making like $200 on the check, bro. Like every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks on my mama, bro. But look though, Pete, this the thing. Like I had originally in the summertime when we were setting up the store, I didn't have a car. I was getting dropped off, picked up from work. You know what I'm saying? I was in college. I ain't have no bills. I ain't with cap. I ain't had no bills for real. I just had a phone that my peoples were paying for, cause at that time they had like matter of fact it was like a free line joint. We had like 4 lines, like 2 of them was free type joint, or it was discounted or whatever. We had like a family joint. So you know what I'm saying? Like shout out to my mama. Like I ain't gonna count, like a lot of people don't have good parents, and I got good parents. So yeah, shout out to my mama. But yeah, even still making that like 200, 250 every 2 weeks, bro. I kept $100 on my account, bro, and all I really needed was money for gas. And at that time, I wasn't smoking. I barely was drinking. You know what I'm saying? And like parties was easy, bro. Like either nigga, I know everybody, so I'm getting in that joint, or this shit like $5 to $10. Good. You know what I'm saying? $5 for a cookout tray. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I had the budget on my money. I was broke, but I had the budget going. You know what I'm saying? A young college nigga. But you know what I'm saying? My point with that story is, bro, it's possible, bro. If I could have kept $100 in my account off of getting paid $200 every 2 weeks, bro, and like I was still out there, and don't let me fool you, bro. I really had that drip too. Like y'all can go ask. Like so like I'm saying it's possible, bro. Like and you gotta have hustles too.
You gotta have hustles, man.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Something else.
There's legal hustles. We're not telling you to go get crazy. There's legal hustles out there. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like I also been a photographer and videographer since I was in college. So like I always got something going on. So hustle, bro, hustle. Any last people? Shout out Offline. And shout out Free Famo Productions. You know what I'm saying? Hit my booking. Hit my DM. Follow me on all platforms, social media. Really, for real, I be saying that, but I only got Instagram. I don't get on nothing else. My Twitter got hacked at one point, so I don't even know what's going on with that. And my Instagram got hacked at one point too. I got that back, but at Instagram Free Famo 2 times. Instagram also Free Famo PROD. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Set and Flow Pod. Shout out to the Rich League. Shout out to my family, whether you blood or whether I chose you to be family. Shit. Just keep in mind these corporations ain't got no love for you. You just another number at the end of the day. Get your bread right. Yes, side hustles. Do shirts or something. Y'all check out my clothing line, marcocane.com, MarkoCainn.com. Got a local plug. Pop-up spots are coming. Hampton, you first.
That's the city.
Hey.
We from Newport News. We'll shout out
You know what I'm
here.
saying? Shout out Virginia. Shout out 75. We live. Set and Flow. But before we go, I want to also say shout out to all the natural movement, all the people out here serving natural remedies, serving natural knowledge, and you know what I'm saying? Shining the natural light, we lit.